In this video, I'm going to show you how to add the ability to use Google Analytics in your website. So now that we have a website and we have our social media buttons and links, we'll want to know who's visiting the site, and that's the role of an analytics program like Google Analytics. Google Analytics is free. You just need a Google account, and you can start to then add the Google Analytics code. So once you have the account, you can then add multiple websites to your analytics account, and you can view the data that's formatted by Google Analytics. So let's open Google Analytics. It actually magically in Google search comes up quite quickly. And so you need to first create an account. If you've got an account, sign in. And I've already signed in. And when you sign in, if you have analytics accounts, they'll be listed here. And we can click on this and get a sense of who has been visiting, how many people have been visiting on a daily basis. And you can look at that either hourly, daily, weekly, or monthly. And you can get various flavors of this data, how many pages per visit, the percentage of visits that are new visits, unique visitor, average visit duration, page views, and bounce rate is what happens when you have a user that visits the website, looks at one page, and then leaves. And the bounce rate is indicative of how many users are going to your website, not finding what they're looking for, and moving on. So if you have a high bounce rate, that means that people are being led to your website on a hope that perhaps the information that they're looking for is the correct stuff, but they find out that it's not what they were looking for and they leave right away. If the bounce rate is low, that means that people are coming to your website and they're finding and they're staying. So you want to have the bounce rate as low as possible. You can even look at the data in real time. In this case, this is not a well-known website. It's used mainly by university students who are doing musicology studies. And right now it's 8:47 on a Wednesday morning in the summer, and there are no active visits on the site. So this will go up and down. You can see that there is now someone just popped up. This is someone in Milan, Italy, who is looking at the site. And the page that this visitor is looking at is the current news. You can get a sense of where these people are. If we go back to our non-real time, you can get a sense of demographics in terms of location. And here, most of the people who visit the Kurt Weill Foundation site are in the United States, but there are a lot from around the world. This is quite an international site. So that's the importance of this particular website. You can get also a sense of visitor behavior, new versus returning, what the technology they're using, the browser and their operating system. And you can see how many people are using both desktop and mobile browsers. So let's go back to the dashboards. Now you can also make these, you can share these dashboards with other people. So if you're working on a team or you're working for a client, you can set up Google Analytics and allow your client to look at the same data you have access to. So let's now go back and add our new website to our list of websites we want Google Analytics to track. Now, by clicking on the admin button, you can then scroll down to create a new account. And we would like to track a website. And we will use the classic analytics for now. Setting up your web property. The website name is Ralph Oil Sport Motors. And the URL of the website is this. Actually, we don't need the HTTP. Industry category, automotive. Well, actually, let's say we are in the United States. Pacific time. And we'll call this account Ralph Spoil Sport. And then lastly, we will get the tracking ID. This is the tracking code. Now actually you don't need the tracking code. All you need is this little string here, tracking ID. We'll copy that and then go to Text Wrangler and open index.html. Here it is here. And when we created or added the initializer bootstrap framework, it came with a script which is for Google Analytics, and it's got everything you need except for the ID, which is dummy code. And we'll replace the dummy code with our tracking ID. And when we save this, it's now saved it to the website, and we can now start tracking with Google Analytics. So let's go to the page and see if Google Analytics has picked it up yet. We'll go click out of the administration area. We'll go back to Home. And here's Ralph Spoil Sport. So this is it. Now, because we just created it, Google, I think, has not had a chance to catch up. It's listed in the Home section, but it's not showing up in my list here, but it will eventually. Give it a couple of hours and it should come up. And if you have visits to your website, they should start showing up very, very quickly. So that's a little bit about how to employ Google Analytics in your website.